Have to record over this video, because I got a text message through it, and I didn't want to reveal the phone number of the individual. So here we go. Yeah, why am I pressing play?
So I'm just going to show you this mark here. I've had that since about May 28th, and this I get from ventilation systems. I don't get that when I'm outside. And this wrinkle here is more pronounced than my 89-year-old grandmother who's passed away, so that comment was supposed to stop. Basically, they used rape suits to try to set me up and justify raping my human experience. I thought to die, and that's fantastic too. So you can see how I aged on film here. When I said I slot to die, that means I'll slaughter you. So as regent, because I'm going to be king, and so I'll just tell you a little story.
So anyways, attempt to regencide, because they just try to kill me there. That cadaver's connected to me. So that means attempt to regencide is like trying to kill a king. And eventually I'm going to be a king. And as you'll see the evidence in this video. And so that means right now that's high treason. And high treason is currently in Canada 25 years in prison. And but since I'm going to be king of the world, because there's 43 monarchies on the planet, and unofficially I own the rest of the world's economy. So my subconscious runs the world basically. So that means you're either in front of my shield or behind my shield. So that means I could shut down factories in your country and then put them in countries that make me their monarch. Right. So in North Korea, if you go to prison, 3 generations of your family goes to prison. So that's going to be the rule throughout the world. Right, because and concurrently, if you try to set me up for a con, it's going to be 25 years concurrently for you and 3 generations of your family.
I'm at the Syria hospital right now, the mental health facility, and the doctor says I have grandiose ideas. My dad had servants, his dad had servants, and my grandmother was mother-owned a hotel, so I have mobility on both sides of my family. And so anyways, so in 1871, my family members went to a royal wedding, and I'm a product of this wedding. There was some debauchery that went on and some sexual activities, and men in my family, as you can see, were very attractive, and we charmed some princesses that night. And one of the princesses in particular, her name was Helena, and her son's name's Christian. My name's Christian, and she was Queen Victoria's daughter, and Victoria's secret is that I'm the true line. That's why there's Victoria's Secret. And her oldest daughter, Augusta Victoria, when she was a daughter, she looked like my daughter. I'll just show you. And so Helena had a son named Christian. Christian Victor was his name. And I will be the Victor very soon. So Augusta Victoria was, he was Christian Victor right here. Christian Victor, she's an avid athlete, and I'm good at sports. So here's Selena. You can see how she looks identical to me, but she's a woman. And so Augusta Victoria, this is what she looked like as a child. This is what my daughter looked like as a child. So this is what Queen Victoria's oldest daughter looked like as a child. My daughter. And this was Augustus Victoria's husband. And this looks identical to my father. And to me, when I grow a beard, if I was to grow a beard that big, I'd look like that. And their son looks like me. Let's see, looks like me and my mom. This is the last German emperor. This is the second last German emperor. This is the last German emperor. And this is Alexander III. You can see he looks like me. And his son was Nicholas the second, the last Tsar of Russia. And you can see how this is George VI. George VI looks identical to me. And Edward VIII looks identical to me. This was George V's. Edward VIII stole the son, and George VI was the second oldest son. So I look identical to these 2 men. When I went to London, England, I seen this statue at Trafalgar Square, and this man looks like me. He looks like my grandfather, my dad's father, and my dad's mother. Her last name is Cook, and she told me as a boy that through her line we might be related to Captain James Cook. And he died on February 14th. Now my mother's mother was born on February 14th. So he had kids with Charlotte of Mecklenburg Strelitz. Elizabeth's an American queen, and I believe she was born on January 27th. So my grandfather on my mom's side was born on January 27th.
So it's Augustus Frederick, that I'll just show you now. I'm just going to change that. So I'll just record over it. So Augustus Frederick was born on January 27th. I'll just show you a picture. He looked like my dad as a young man. This is him right here, Augustus Frederick, and this is him as an old man. You can see he looks like me, and he's born January 27th. My grandfather on my mom's side was born January 27th, and my grandfather on my dad's side was born April 27th. So he almost born on the exact same day. But I believe he was the guy that gave Queen Victoria away. So I believe he secretly had kids with Queen Victoria, and I'm a result of it. And I'll just show you here. So here is the royal ball. You can see at the bottom here, it says August 1871, and at some sort of castle. And you can see where it says Princess right there, Louise. And at the time, my family's last name was Campbell. And I'll just show you here. So at that, so my family went to this royal ball, and on the back of the royal ball, there was a name called Colin Campbell. And I'll just show you what he looks like. He looks like this man right here, and who looks like me. He looks like my mom's brother and my father. And he was born October 20th. Both me and my father were born October 20th. My uncle, my mom's brother, was only son, was born August 14th. Colin Campbell died August 14th. My mom died August 13th. So on the back was Colin Campbell. When I Google search Colin Campbell, the system made me find this man, and he looks like me and my dad and my uncle. And Canada has a secret profiling system, and so I'm not really going to get into that. But here is my DNA. You can see on the map here, it's all but the white area. So I have North American, South American, European, Middle Eastern, African, Asian, Oceanic DNA. My mom was born on the States on a trip, but she lived in Denmark until she was 5. And so she had dual citizen with American and Danish citizenship, and she was a landed immigrant in Canada. My dad was born in the United Kingdom and moved to Canada when he was one years old. And so basically, I'll just show you here. I have evolved human biology because the royal family and the Catholic Church has been, I'm the main Jesus line. I'm related to Allah, Muhammad the Prophet. I can show you a statue how I look like both Jesus and Muhammad. And I'm the main Jesus line. So they secretly, that's why in the Da Vinci Code, they said that Jesus and Mary Magdalene had a kid, and they did. There's billions of descendants from Jesus' time, right? Because he lived 2,000 years ago, so there's billions of us. And but I'm the main line, and I have evolved human biology because in the race, the royal family, they wanted to breed with their families. So in doing so, they had a higher concentration of this divine blood, and it resulted in my birth and evolution. Like there is a royal disease called hemophilia from people breeding too often. And my brother, he I don't really have a picture of him right now, but well, I guess I could show you a picture of him. Then I'll get back to you. This one right here. I'll show you a picture of my brother. But my parents were related, so my brother has. If you're too closely related, your ears end up sticking out. So my brother's ears stuck out because my parents, even though they were born in different countries, they were secretly being mated, by the royal church, and because people could listen to your thoughts with computer-assisted telepathy. So they mated my parents together. My dad was 31, and my mom was 17 when I was born, right? But she didn't look like she was 17. She looked like she was 25. So this is me. So you could. I'm gonna put this one in because this I do look more like one of the royals in this picture, George VI and Edward VIII. So this is from my uncle's wedding. So this is what I looked like then. I was about this was 2001. So I guess I was about 23. This is what my brother looked like. He was very handsome then, but you can see how his ears stuck out. And and mine didn't because I had evolved human biology, but my brother didn't, right? So his ears stuck out. And this is my cousin who was born on August 14th. So he'd be related to Colin Campbell on his mom's side of the family as well. So this is a better picture of him where you can see the ears stick out. So people have ears like that. Like that means that they're too closely related to their ancestors genetically. And they more than likely have some royal blood in them because of that. In the quest, because they would have some Jesus blood and Muhammad blood. So I'll just show you my back muscles, and then I'll show you a statue of both Muhammad the Prophet and Jesus, and you'll see how I look like them both. So here's the statue of Jesus, and you can see how I have the eyes and the brow bone, the same as Jesus. And you can see how I look like Marcus Aurelius. So by me looking like Marcus Aurelius is my claims to all thrones. But you can see this is how wrinkled my face looked in January 2nd, 2025, because the Canadian government shortens my telomeres to cause me to get wrinkles so I could extend them and shorten all my perpetrators' telomeres permanently. Because you can see right here, if you search online, computer-assisted telepathy YouTube, it comes up with this 8-minute video there, and it shows that you can influence thoughts remotely. So I'm just going to try to... I'm positive I have the statue of Muhammad here. I just don't know which folder it's in, so it's just going to take a minute to find it. But here's another picture of George VI. You can see he looks identical to me, and I look identical to Helena, who was Queen Victoria's, I think, 4th daughter. Here's what my dad looks like when you could, if he was looking from the side, you would see how he looks like Frederick III. And it's funny because I was 15 at this point in time, and as soon as I got taller than him, he started breaking out lines like, dynamite comes in small packages, right? Because he had to keep me in line, saying that even though I'm taller than him, he could kick my butt. And this is what Augustus Frederick, I think I already mentioned this. My dad looked identical to this man when he was a teenager. And you can see this is George V, and he looks like me. Okay, so this is King, so maybe it's in here. So these are all the kings that I look like on the planet. So I should have Muhammad in here. Maybe these are just the kings. Oh, here we go. Here's Muhammad the Prophet. You can see how he looks like me, and he looks like my dad. I'm just going to pull up this folder. So anyways, I'm the main Jesus line, and I'm a result. And once again, Helena, she had a kid, I believe, with Colin Campbell, and Captain James Cook had a kid with Charlotte of Mecklenburg-Strelitz, who had a son, and one of them was Augustus Frederick, because I look like every single person, every royal that has Augustus, Augusta, or Frederick or Frederica in there, I look like them, like that I've checked out online. Like her name was Helena, her son was Christian Victor, and she was the Princess Christian at one point. My name's Christian, and I was named at the last minute because of the system. And here is Alexander III. You can see how I look considerably like him. And this is his son, Nicholas II. Or Alexander is it the third? It is the third. Kind of hard to see it. But how I look like him, and and so anyways, the royal wedding that I showed you, this was their wedding right here. This was this couple right here. And I do resemble Princess Louise. And, I possibly have relations to John Campbell as well. He was the Duke of Argyll. So that is this video. So I'll just show you. This is Generation 1 biology. This is what the typical biology looks like. There's their ankle right there. There's no bone here. There's no bone there. And this is my feet right here. You can see how I have an ankle bone there. I got a bone right there and a bone right there that sticks out on both feet. I got a bone right there and a bone right there and a bone right there, like a spur almost on my foot on both feet. And let's see. So this is this is my DNA, and that this is the king's DNA marker. Well, this would be the emperor, czars, kings, sultan, and emir's DNA. All royals would have these DNA markers, and I have a higher concentration of it. And if you look at these numbers right here, like see where where it says 10, it typically starts at 6 and goes to 14. Mine starts at 10 and doesn't have an end number because I should be biologically mortal. I shouldn't age. That's why, at the beginning of this video, you can see me wrinkle and whatnot. And if I showed you my hands, actually, you don't really see them. You kind of see them. I'll show you in a second here. But my hands, it shows that they have cadavers, through chemical electrolysis, they have cadavers connected to me. So my hands, my fingers now, it used to be my hands would sometimes get purple, indicating that I have poor circulation. But when you see the veins on my hand, it contradicts that. So right here, you can see how it goes from 6 to 15. Mine starts at 12. It doesn't have an end number. So if I had any royal DNA on the planet, like King Charles, Prince William, Prince Harry, etc., any royal on the planet, I would have a higher concentration of their DNA, and which would make me the true monarch. So anyways, my ex-wife, her mother gave us a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel, right? And King Charles is the current king of the United Kingdom, and my half-sister lived on Princess Crescent. So I have a royal invitation that I went to. My family members went to. I look like I look like Princess Helena, and I look like some royal United British men, identical to them. And once again, this was Queen Victoria's oldest daughter. This is my only daughter. They look identical, right? And her husband looks like me and my father, and their son looks like me and my mother, who were born in different countries. And so I look like too many royals. The fact that I had King Charles Cavalier Spaniel, and my half-sister lived on Princess Crescent, and in Toronto, right behind Royal York, there's a Piper Street. I adopted a dog named Piper. It's too circumstantial. Like if this was in civil court, a criminal court, I'm able to present a case and I'd be able to criminally convict based on the circumstantial evidence alone, even without a blood test. All I need is a blood test, a DNA, and then it would show that I have the concentration that royals would want. So anyways, this is what typical back muscles look like. You can see the indentations. This is what my back muscles look like. I don't have any indentations on my back. It's because I have evolved human biology. I'm basically generation 2, and I mated with a generation 1 woman. So my son has different back muscles than generation 1 guys and me, because my son's generation 1.5. So he has a phenomenal physique. I'll just show you his back muscles. He's I call him Mantastic Junior. He's smolder. He's smolder because he has blonde hair, brown eyes, and he is absolutely gorgeous. He's a gorgeous young man. And he's going to be the most desired guy on the planet one day. And I'll just show you his back muscles. But he's like phenomenally in great shape. He loves working out. Unfortunately, I don't like working out. I like there's his back muscles. Look how wide he is. He didn't even fit in the picture how wide he is. And let's see how his back muscles are different. Right here, he has a different V than both me and the other guy, because there's generation 1 once again. My son's generation 2 or generation 1.5, and I'm generation 2. Right, so that's the difference, and this could all be verified with a blood test. So if anybody has any King Charles, if they see King Charles drinking a cup, if you grab that cup and have the DNA from it, and I become monarch, I'll give you $1 billion, because it'll make me monarch, and then I get all my money basically. Unofficially, I'm worth trillions, right? So I could give away $1 billion easily. Anyways, so thanks for watching, like and share, and then so I'll just show right here. This is so basically I'm at the Surrey Hospital, so I'm going to show you my sternum. You can see I have a bone right there that nobody has, and I have different ab muscles that nobody has, and so this is me adjusting the testosterone in my brain, and you can see how little my mouth is moving. Now this is me adjusting estrogen in my brain, with the chemicals in my brain, so it's impossible for me to have a chemical imbalance. Now, this is me trying to change the voice from my voice box, and you can see how much I have to articulate my voice and my mouth to be able to do such a thing, compared to when I adjusted testosterone or estrogen. So it's impossible for me to have a chemical imbalance. The Canadian government's not allowing me to get an X-ray or a positron emission tomography, which would show my unique capabilities. I'm going to be the true king, and I'm biologically mortal, and I'll show you my hands. So you can see how my fingers are pink, but my palm is a different color than my fingers because they have cadavers connected to my hands and my fingers in particular. But if you see that vein right there, that indicates that I have like a very good circulation. And my feet are a different color. My feet were the same color as my hands, but I posted videos online about the circulatory, like the circulation in my hands and my feet were different, and how it didn't make sense because the veins are longer in my legs and the arteries are longer. So that would mean that my feet should have poor circulation if my hands did, but they didn't. And I'll just show you proof of that. Because all I do is document proof. All I do is document proof. So let's see. Oh, so here, before I do that, you can see how that's looks like a 25 because it's the year 2025. December 13th, 2024, I realized that my brain subconscious controls the planet because, I kept on having to repeat myself. Like there's a profiling system. I'll just show you real quick. Like I'm complaining about human parasites, and Stephanie Meyer, with the exact same spelling as me, wrote a book about parasitic aliens. And you can see right here, parasitic aliens. And Stephanie Meyer, the exact same name. And so anyways, I somehow my scar changed. Like I guess I changed it subconsciously to say 25 because it never looked like this. I've had the scar since 1990 and it never looked like a 25. But if you can see here, it's not white underneath the 2. There's just a crack in my hand, a fold in my hand, a crease, if you will. This was at 4/19, May 27, 2025. I haven't left the hospital. So it's May 27, 2025, 4/19. So now I'll show you here the same scar, and you can see now it has a white line underneath. There's the 2. You can see it has a white line. The scar changed while I was in the hospital. And this is May 27th, 2025 at 10 p.m. So it changed that day. You can see right there, it changed the exact day. And you can see right here, like here's you can tell, like, because could be a screenshot, right? But you can tell right here in my program that it says 25 May 05/27 at 22:51 seconds. So it was exactly at 10 o'clock and 51 seconds. That's what that number means. And I'll just show you on the other file the exact same thing. And it would be the exact same thing. You can see how it's a screenshot. But the screenshot was from the 27th, so it could have been from an earlier date. So let's see if I can find the original file, because it's unlikely I got rid of it, because as you can see, I just documented myself. So here we go. This is probably it's right here. No, it isn't. This is June 5th at 9/11. These are all subliminal metrics that people put. I'm just gonna pause it. So I couldn't find the original, but anyways, this is my pectoral muscles. You can see the muscles that I have, the indentations in my pectoral muscles.
The muscles right there are different.
So at the hospital, unfortunately, you got nothing to do, right? So I do eat, and this book is The Sacred Cut, which you consider the circumcised. They tapered my penis when I was circumcised to justify violating my human experience, and so let me see here. So I'm trying to find some screenshot proof here. But it shows you my abs, which are different. Because they made me I've gained like 30 pounds in like a little over a month, right? So I don't have my abs. They made it so I didn't have a 6-pack until I was, there we go. I didn't have a six-pack till I was 46. And I wasn't able to dunk it. They didn't allow me to dunk a basketball till I was 36. But you can see my unique abs in this picture here. This is from last summer. And I had abs May 4th before I was hospitalized. But now when I eat a muffin, they're making it like I ate 15 muffins at once to make me gain weight. You know, I call it fat tech. So anyways, so I guess I'll show you one more video. I'll show you the difference between my pectoral muscle and a regular guy's pectoral muscle, and then I'll end the video. I didn't want to make it this long. I was hoping to make it like a 5-minute video, but I keep on always having to add more information because that's just how it goes, right? Because I'm trying to become a monarch, right? So I'm trying to put as much proof and get as much bang for my buck, if you will, for one video. Oh yeah, I was looking for the circulation too. My feed, so this might be it. I don't have to find that. So I'm pretty talented. I wrote a R&B song, a couple country songs, and a hip hop song. There we go. This video. So you can see in this video, so what I did was I found somebody with pectoral muscles online, and you can see when he's flexing his pectoral muscles. I'm trying to expand this here. They're not allowing, so again, the picture is right there. I'm pressing the full screen, and they're not allowing me to full screen. There we go. So you can see how you can see when you see him flex his pectoral muscles, you'll see it goes about halfway up, and then watch when I do it. Mine goes all the way up, almost to my shoulders. So it indicates that I have, and I have the ridges. You can see how he doesn't have any ridges like in it, like the ridges, that muscle that sticks out in his pectoral muscles like I do. And I showed you in the previous video. So you can watch it. See how they're flexing like this after this.
So I'll just show you again this the pectoral dance, and
see how it goes up halfway.
See how the pectoral is.
So now watch mine. Mine goes all the way up. Where I'm kind of putting the circle. See, it goes all the way up near my shoulder. You can see it rippling all the way up by my shoulder.
See how high it goes?
Because I got different muscles every man on the planet. And so let's see. There's other. I should be able to find one more video of my feet. Because I went into the washroom and I took a picture of my. Oh, maybe I just did that. I took a picture, that's right. So I'm just going to pause it. But I didn't make a video, but I took a picture of my hands and my feet, and you can see the colored contrast. Oh yeah, I forgot I did bring it into the shower, but you can see, look at the color of my hands and then compared to my feet. Unfortunately, it was with cold water, so my veins weren't as pronounced as they typically were because they were constricting me. There's a secret profile system, so they were registering me to violate me in the shower. I'm just going to take a screenshot. So it looks like two different people are in the shower now. But you can see as if my hands would have, once again, the veins that go down my arms to my hands are shorter than the veins that go down to my legs towards my feet. And look at the color contrast between my hands and my feet. Like, granted, there should be a slight difference because I wear shoes, so my feet weren't tanned, but it shouldn't be this completely different. It shouldn't be that different.